Dave Portnoy, who owns Barstool, goes off on an employee slash show co-host or host of a show in a heated debate about Jews, jokes, and freedom of speech yesterday. Here's the irony of this shit. Dave Portnoy is starting to become a bitch, what he called his employee. I would assume he despises Hitler and the Holocaust history, etc., etc. Wouldn't you all agree with me? Obviously, defending the Jewish heritage that he is part of, he would obviously hate and despise Hitler, Holocaust, dictatorship, maybe. But yesterday, he clearly acts as a dictator with his own people, his own employees, and it continues to continue. To make it make sense. While he continues to say, stop Jewish hate. I'm all for ripping someone's ass who works for me, but damn, which one is it, Dave? Do you want freedom of speech or not? Do you despise dictatorship or not? You sound like a clown, homie. You talk all this shit about the Jewish hate, but you are on the one on the record hating on other races, ethnicities, people, etc. for years and years and years. But once it involves your heritage and folks, you get offended? The fucking irony. Stop with the hypocritical bullshit and own your company, make your money, or shut the fuck up. You sound like a fucking bitch. If you have all the answers, go run for Congress, homie. Go run for president. Or keep eating your pizza and shut the fuck up. But what do I know? Smitty, real quick, I don't know if you saw this Portnoy thing that I let in with, but basically, take a video. Let's look at this video Bailey has queued up for me so we can catch up to my lead-in.
Think right now you probably
nothing.
Nothing.
Silence everything.
What do you?
Every comedian, don't tell a joke about it because Dave, that's how the world works.
Kirk,
I agree with you.
Go back to your question. When does freedom of speech impinge?
That was your
freedom
question,
of
not
religion?
mine. That was your question.
Answer it.
How many deaths?
Yeah.
I don't have an answer.
What's American citizens?
What's your answer to that question?
Now.
Okay, we're there. Now. So now what? So now what do we do?
So maybe you stop with the fucking Jew jokes and act like it's not a big deal when someone does fuck the Jews in a bar.
Or no, here's the thing. I'm with you 1,000% on that. You should fucking kick those people out. Of course you should.
I'm not talking about kicking them out. I'm talking about.
You want to go to jail? Like, what do you want? Like.
You are defending this guy Mick for what he said right after that happened. He's not anti-Semitic.
I'm not defending him. No,
I'm
not defending him, Dave. What I'm saying is you should have him on here or somebody else like that and fucking fight with them because then you have a conversation.
That's what this idiot wants.
Dave, these guys that wrote the thing at the bar, fuck the Jews, right?
Yes.
You're going to fucking fly them to Auschwitz. Some guy tweets at you something. You want to fucking... He's not...
Kirk, it was a bar I owned. It was a bar I owned.
They should have been kicked out. So my thing is...
No, it's not just kick out, Kirk. Are you ignoring what's going on in the world?
No, I'm not. What, Dave? What do you want to do with those guys? What do you want to do? What do you want to do with those guys at the bar? Put them in jail for 50 years? Fine. I don't care.
I didn't say that. You're quite literally changing everything you say, Kirk. If you just want me to kick them out, not mention it, not care that this kid is anti-Semitic, shut up. If you just want me to ignore it,
don't tell me to shut up. Don't tell me.
Shut the fuck up, you bald fuck.
Okay, go ahead.
How's that?
Oh, it's kill. I'll never recover from that, Dave. Go ahead, continue. I'll never recover.
Well, you're the one who big boss man, don't tell. I'll tell you work for me.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
You little bitch, you work for me.
Sure, you bet. For now,
you
continue.
Don't? For now, quit. I don't care. I'll
is
500 grand.
Is this show or not a show? Like, is a show or not a show? Like, we can't have a conversation?
You're an idiot.
Okay, continue.
You're literally saying people should be allowed to make Jew jokes, say whatever they want right fucking now. That's
Let's dive into this macro level real quick, Smitty. Dude on the right, I don't know who the dude on the right is. But I was hoping for this reaction from the chat because this is showing me what we've become in America. We've become so soft and so walk on eggshells because of what is said to each other that now when you call a person a bitch on a live Zoom, it's, oh my God. But you can say it on Twitter and everyone goes, get called a bitch. You see the irony in that? We've become so used to words protected words behind a fake account or a fake picture, it's okay then. But when you say it live, it's a problem. When I tell you as a coach and an assistant coach, shut the fuck up and do your job, it's a problem now. When it used to be the norm, it used to be the average. We still have drinks afterwards. It is what it is. Now, I know there's a fine line where you're disrespecting someone, blah, blah, blah. But it's been happening for a very long time. We now have created such a soft culture in the world, though, Smitty, where at one point, Smitty, we used to say, thanks for giving me the job. Thanks for understanding that this is what you gave me, and you gave me an opportunity, and I need to uphold that standard. Now, doesn't mean fuck me and shit on me and all that.
I'm not gonna just kiss your ass because you got me a job either. Though.
I get that too. But there's a part
of
this.
Football, JB. This is football feels its own culture. This ain't no football shit.
But listen, back in my day,
they said shut the fuck up for acting like a bitch. It's a problem.
Yeah. Well, it's only a problem because now we're so soft. You could go sue them.
Ooh, well, I ain't gonna sue,
yeah.
but I disagree with you on that.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Like office.
Let me ask you something. What's the difference in 500 grand, though? What's the difference between 500 grand coaching football as a coordinator and 500 grand on Barstool? Same money, ain't it?
Not the same money.
All right, so the same money. If I gave you 500 grand, I'm not saying like here. It's hard to explain and differentiate. I'm not standing up for Dave by any means on this. I don't mean call out your guys and call them bitches and hoes and all this shit just because you hired them.
For me, motherfucker. Like,
I wasn't that dictator. You might think I was on Netflix because you saw edited clips, but ask my staff who I was. Number one, they wouldn't have been there. Number one. Number two, I'm not condoning that this guy goes around on live because he does this a lot with his employees. You've seen it over and over and over and over.
Like
I'm not saying. Yeah. My thing is different when it's like, do your fucking job, get the kid from point A to point B, stop talking back. No, stop fucking talking back, blah, blah, blah. There's a difference when you work for me and you do those things. I'm not saying it's like hard to differentiate the two, but 500K is 500K, homie. Like, I hired you and I'm paying you 500. Now, I'm not saying call me a bitch, but I'm also saying listen up fucking for a second while I'm trying to explain something. If you're going to keep over talking me, there's a difference. Now, I didn't say call him a bitch and I'm going to fire you and I'll say 500K. But what I'm saying is there is a loss. We've lost the fact that, I guess, what's the word? We think everything's owed to us now. And I'm giving you the enabled entitlement that we see nowadays with our youngsters, our younger folks than me anyway, in these big spaces. As what's fucking irks me. The entitlement and the like expectation that, oh, you gave me 500K, but I'm that motherfucker. No, you're not. But that's the entitlement that they have nowadays. And I see it all over. It's not just this scenario, but I don't agree with Dave Portnoy at all. Let me be clear. All I'm saying is the cat is a crybaby, sounds like a crybaby. All he continues to do is cry about when his heritage or ethnicity or race or what have you is affected. But he's on record stating racist shit, sexist shit, all this other shit for years and years and years and years. So the irony is very, very curious. I'm very curious. It's very curious to me what side this guy really wants to be on. Because he sure wasn't saying this shit when he was talking about brothers and fucking Asians and all the shit 10 years ago on his shows that people have been pulling up now, blasting them since this aired. Everyone's pulling up this thing. I don't have a problem with the employer-employee talk. I really don't. I'm for it. I'm old school, but there is a line you cross. And that's why I started with the dictatorship part, because this guy I know despises Hitler. I know he does, right? Like, but you're acting as a dictator. Yeah, but you're acting as a dictator though, in your own right, in your own company, and that's the part that's confusing. It's like you're actually acting exactly the same, not exactly the same, of course, but you know what I mean. Like you're a dictator, and your dictatorship is really like fucking with this. My point is, I guess, in a long roundabout way, and it might be confusing, I really don't care. But to you, I mean, Smitty, like, I don't mind yelling at a person or employer at an employee. I really don't. I like old school. I like the fact that, okay, hey, dog, I did give you this opportunity. Go find it somewhere else. Then if you can't handle a little ass ripping, when you cross the line and trying to be a dictator with it, though, I'm not with it. I'm not with it at all. And you're blasting the dude out on a live stream or whatever. But like, at least
that's my thing. Like, it's not like it's the behind the scenes personal like conversation of, hey, you can't do this on air because X, Y, Z. Like, this is on air on the guy's podcast. I'm assuming that you're paying to do it. It's his show. Yes, your platform, but you're paying him to do his show. It's his show. He's going to talk. He's going to like. The
only reason I said it like that, Smitty, because I seen the chat was like, oh, I would have walked out right live on the stream. See, that's the part that I'm like, come on, homie. We've become too soft. We've become too soft. I'm going to walk off during the stream my point is the guy paying you $500K on that platform to give you a show on Barstool, and you're going to walk off because this guy cussed you out, the owner, is what I guess to me is too soft. But then on the other side, it's like, come on, homie, you're acting like a dictator, is why I started the show off the way I did. You acting like a fucking dictator, which you despise, that did something to your very own people. But then on the other side, you have no problem being a racist, sexist on other shit about other people. Yeah. It's very, very. This guy does this all the time.
Basically. Like, you're saying he's been a big hypocrite. You're saying like, so
he's been doing it too.
If it's black people, Asian, if it's white people, if it's any other little category that doesn't really affect you personally, you're all on board as far as joking and doing.
Yeah, I've had it out with coaches, Smitty, and argumentative things. I didn't fire him. I didn't threaten to fire him. I said, hey, motherfucker, we can go behind the fucking deal. Like the coach you saw on Netflix, I still talk to that dude to this day. We can go behind the in football. It is, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. If I hired you and it would be a bit, I would feel that I was a bitch if I would have fired the coach that I threw the headsets at because he walked up on me talking shit. I would have been a bitch because I was like, well, and number one, he didn't realize I didn't throw it at him. Or if I would have thrown it at him, I would have threw it at him. Right. I threw the shit on the ground, and he thought it bounced or what. It's emotional game, grown up.
Yeah, everybody emotional. They're mad, and right.
The difference is, motherfucker, you want to show your ass, come around the back, and I still won't fire you. I still won't fire you. Dave needs to take that approach. Hey, dog, if you're gonna call him out, then go throw hands over it and keep him on the show. Don't threaten to take his job away. That's bitch made to me.
I hear you.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying, like, I can imagine going to my corporate job, you know what I'm saying? And like, I ain't gonna say no names, but just like one of the higher ups like comes and says that to me. It just like, and it ain't like it has nothing to do with being soft. It's a different space. And I know you haven't really worked in corporate really your whole life, unless you did like an early job, because you've been coaching forever. So your space, your brain is in a different space. Like the football world, I'm with you. Like my coaches, we saw it, you know it. They talk different. You talk crazy. Shut the fuck up. Listen, that's just how we talk in that space. That's night and day. Like if you got anybody in the chat, if you have an everyday like 9 to 5 office job, that's not how you talk. You do have firm conversations, but it's not like that. And to your point, it can't. You can't like over like Dave in this clip. He's using his power as a way to like try to scare this guy off. Like and then like they said, threatening his job, saying I would save $500,000, basically saying you ain't shit. I can just fire you, replace you easily. Like, go on, shut the fuck up. And they call him a bitch. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know. You know how I feel about that. We can say it's just words, but for me, it's your intentions behind it. You're trying to belittle me and disrespect me. And as a man, if I just sit here and just stay on this platform because you're paying me money, to me, that I feel like now I do feel like a bitch because I'm staying here. But go ahead, though. We have a comment right here, I see.
I don't know why.
I thought you clicked on it, maybe. Marby Dog. No,
I didn't. Here's an issue I have. We can take it down. I don't have no idea who that is. I thought maybe here's the issue. That's the reason why I stopped. Yeah. No. I didn't hear the mouse. I'm trying to figure out. See, I think it's like I just go back to we become so soft and sensitive. He can fire the guy, though. That's the thing I think we need to come down to brass tacks. He can absolutely fire him because he's the one that actually hired him. And I see a lot of sensitive folks in here because, and I agree, like I never called a coach a bitch. And if I called you a bitch that worked for me, then I already knew that it was severed. It was over. Like I already know going in, I'm going to call you a bitch and call you out, homie. I'm ready to scrap, number one. And I'm also saying you're fucking gone. So, like, that's I think there's a huge difference. I think bitch is used in the street for total opposites. I don't know if you call it your friend. If you call a guy that you've known for a long time or you hired, then I believe that's what you really feel like from the jump. So, like, I think it's way gone. It goes way too personal.
And context just matters. Like, it's time you call the homie, like, you know, bitch ass, but like you joking, it's different, but we just heard how Dave said it. We saw his tone. He said that in a way to where he wanted to belittle you. He wanted to disrespect you. He wanted to let you know that, yeah, I am the boss. To your point, you are right. I can fire you. But we know that, though. Why do you even, like, as a real boss, why do you have to verbalize that?
The thing is now,
power complex. Like,
everyone now is so they want to go to HR. They want to write a report against the boss, manager. What I'm saying is that's what you could tell. That's how this chat lives. That's why our kids are soft as shit. That's why we allow our kids to do whatever they want. That's why they're allowed to talk back to teachers. That's why all this shit that we've gone too far with it, though. Like, I get like cutting it off at a certain point, but we've gone so far now where we think kids is okay to talk to adults any old way. We've gone so far that now you see what has actually happened. I like it the old way. Shit. I like
it's like an overcorrection. It's an overcorrection.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, hey, kids, shut the fuck up. You don't know shit yet, motherfucker. Like, we got to the point where these kids are telling teachers and players are telling coaches what the fuck to do. Like, hold up, motherfucker. You ain't even lived a fucking quarter of my life yet, but you know more. Like,
I agree a little more when it comes to like adult to kid. But these are two grown-ass men with careers. This ain't no little kid, you know. Shantae is agreeing with you. Said JB 100. I've never seen Shantae at all. Shout out to Shantae. Hopefully she becomes a member today. She can join the Discord, get all the perks, come out on the yacht for the summer, and kind of go from there. But I guess my last thing, I saw somebody in the chat say this earlier too, but I couldn't see you being in that position and Dave saying that to you. I know you're saying all this good shit right now, but I know you well enough that shit is not ending well for Dave. If he said the exact same, if Dave's paying you $5,000 on Barstool, and he came on our show, let's say he comes on here and y'all get into it about something. If he said those exact words in that exact tone to the Jason Brown that I know, you're about to let off fucking fireworks. There's no way in hell, and you're not gonna be sitting here like, okay. He pays me, so hell.
Let me break down.
I didn't see you go off for way less.
But let me break down let me break down the difference though. Like,
keep it funky though.
I've been called names, homie, that I had to eat as a youngster coming up in the business in the coaching world. I've been motherfucked like. Yes. What I'm just saying is I'm still a grown man. I'm 27, 8, 9, 30 even, and I'm getting cussed out by my head coach. AD, whatever it may be. You've seen Doc, you met my former boss. That's a high school principal who used to pull me to the side and motherfuck me. I knew protocol though. See, the difference is when you know protocol, you know there's going to be a fine line. Now, if the protocol continues to become insulting, meaning that we know it's a personal attack on you over time, then I can see me all right snapping. Fast forward, if I'm doing a show on Barstool and he paid me now as a 49-year-old and I'm doing the show from my home, completely different though.
That's all I'm saying.
But you understand what I'm saying though. Protocol is different. Like, I have an opportunity to leave Barstool and keep the JB show running or whatever. I'm absolutely motherfucking them and saying eat a dick up and there's a word. If I don't though, and I'm 30 coaching. Or 31 coaching, and I know how the business operates, then no, yes, sir. Like, you know how many times I've had to say yes, sir, and inside, like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the business was. I've seen current D1 head coaches, Sark, Lane, get fucking murdered in meetings by Carroll and big time, Urban Myers and other guys. You got to really ask people like, this ain't shit, homie. Like that. I think that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, we're saying it too long, but we've become so sensitive where I don't think people realize like that ain't shit, homie. That little spat right there, homie. Smitty, I'm sure you've been around. Like,
no, my brain. It's two different entities, homie.
I get it, but I'm just saying,
the
homie. I think
locker room is like
at the end of the day, it's words, right? At the end of the day, it's words, though. At the end of the day, no matter what you want to say, it's still words. I think we're twisting the context into something more than it is. At the end of the day, it's still words, and it's still protocol, and he still owns the company. Now, listen, I don't say you get the right to say you're a bitch and I'll fire you.
That's what I'm saying, homie. That's all
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Right here in the guy. If any manager at Boss at Fox talks to me like that, call me sensitive. Maybe I am. It's not about to. I'm not about to sit there. I swear to God, I'm not. I swear to God. If anybody talk to me like that, I'm out. Because now I feel like a bitch if I just show back up now. Like it's opposite for me. It's like damn, like they got full control over me and they know it. Motherfucker, I'll fire your bitch ass. Shut the fuck up. I run this shit. Be quiet when I'm talking. What?
The irony in what you're saying is,
and then show back up. Yes.
The irony in what you're saying is the irony. The only thing that I don't agree with it sounds like the irony in what you just said is crazy because that's literally what these kids are doing to adults every day. Not only players to coaches, but workers to managers. They're doing it every single day. And guess who has to show up? The worker, the coach, and the manager, homie. So he ate it, but y'all can't eat it, is what you're saying. See what I'm saying?
Show me the examples of the employee.
Well, we see it every day. We see it in football every day.
And keeping their job. Just show me an example.
Well, we see it every day though. So you're telling me that professional? Yeah. You're saying professional sports? No, not you, but the chat are sitting here telling me that sports is different beast. So guys that make $150 million, it's different for them. No, homie, it's not. It's a professional that they're making hundreds or millions. Let's just say millions of dollars in. I don't give a fuck if you're at Walmart or in the NFL, homie. There's no difference when it comes to dollars. D Jones, $500,000. The last time I checked it, it's still $500,000, homie. I don't give a fuck who gave it to me. I don't know why you guys are separating the difference between $500,000 at Barstool and $500,000 as an offensive coordinator at UCLA. There's absolutely fucking zero difference when that money goes to the bank, homie. So you're fucking totally showing me how fucking soft and sensitive you've become. That's really what it comes down to. I'm not condoning what Dave Portnoy said. I think he sounds like a fucking idiot. But what I'm saying is $500,000 is $500,000, homie. Like I'm just telling you, I don't give a fuck who gave it to me. So that's just me. But listen, there is context to Smitty saying. There's context to it all. And there's, I guess, situations and all that shit. And I get it. And it is what it is. But listen, this guy is on one right now, Dave Portnoy, just for the simple fact that all that's going on in the world, and especially with the Jewish and the whole Israel and Palestinian and all this shit that's going on in the world that I don't care about and stay in tune with. So I don't know enough about it, and I don't really give a fuck. It's crazy that he's here though, making, I mean, I'm pretty sure $1 billion is what he's made. Like I think he's almost a billionaire if he's not. So the irony again continues. Go over there and make your money then, Dave. I'm waiting for that.